Édith Piaf's voice remains one of the most haunting, heart-wrenching, and unforgettable in music history. A woman who rose from the gritty streets of Paris to become France's national symbol of resilience and passion. She transformed personal tragedy into art that still resonates across generations. Her life, a tapestry of pain, love, loss, and raw emotional honesty, mirrors the very songs she sang, making her not just a singer, but a living embodiment of the human spirit. Born Édith Giovanna Gaston on December 19, 1915, in Paris, she entered the world amid hardship. Her mother, Annette Mayala Derzel, was a street singer. Her father, Louis Alphonse Gaston, a circus acrobat. Abandoned by her mother shortly after birth, Édith was raised by her maternal grandmother in a Normandy brothel, where she first encountered the rough edges of life. At age 3, she contracted keratitis, temporarily blinding her, trauma she later attributed to her intense spiritual connection to music. By 7, she was back with her father, touring with his street performances, singing for coins on the pavement. Her early years forged her resilience. By 14, she was performing professionally with her father in street acts across France. She sang in cafes and Laurent venues, honing a voice that would soon pierce through the noise of post-war Paris. In 1935, at age 20, she was discovered by Louis Lepel, owner of the nightclub La Gurney. Struck by her raw talent and tiny frame, she stood just 142 centimeters tall. He dubbed her La Édith Piaf, the Little Sparrow, a nickname that became her eternal identity. Lepel's mentorship gave her first professional recordings, including Les Mas de la Cloquet, launching her into Parisian nightlife. The 1940s brought both glory and heartbreak. After Lepel's murder in 1936, she faced early setbacks but persevered, refining her style. A blend of chanson, cabaret, and raw emotional confession. During World War II, she performed for German soldiers and French prisoners, using her influence to smuggle letters and aid resistance efforts. Her love affair with boxer Marcel Cerdan ended in tragedy when he died in a plane crash in 1949, an event that inspired her haunting ballad hymn L'amour. Despite personal anguish, she rose as France's wartime and post-war symbol of defiance and hope. International stardom followed. In 1947, she toured the United States, captivating audiences at the Versailles nightclub in New York City. Her 1950 hit La Folle became a global anthem of love and longing. Milord 1959 showcased her ability to blend storytelling with melody, reaching audiences beyond Francophone borders. She headlined Carnegie Hall in 1956 and 1957, solidifying her status as a transatlantic icon. Personal struggles shadowed her success. She battled chronic pain from arthritis, injuries, and car accidents, including a near-fatal crash in 1950 that left her in agony for years. Addiction to morphine and alcohol became coping mechanisms, though she repeatedly sought recovery. 3 failed marriages and turbulent romances, including relationships with Yves Montand and Dos Sarapo, her last husband, reflected her search for stability amid chaos. The death of her only child, daughter Marcel, born 1938, in infancy haunted her, fueling her songs of loss. Key milestones in her legacy: over 100 recorded songs, many now timeless classics. Iconic performances at Olympia Paris and ABC London. Influence on artists from Barbra Streisand to Amy Winehouse. Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 1960. Posthumous induction into the Grammy Hall of Fame La Vie en Rose 1998. Statues and memorials in Paris, Algiers, and beyond. What defined her artistry? Emotional nakedness. She sang not just with her voice, but with every scar, tear, and tremor of her soul. Storytelling power. Her songs like Ne Regrette Rien became narratives of survival, regret, and defiance. Minimalist brilliance. With little instrumentation, she commanded attention through phrasing, pauses, and vocal texture. Connection to the marginalized. Her roots in poverty and street life gave her music an authenticity. that resonated with the working class. Resilience on stage. Even in pain, she delivered electrifying performances, often collapsing afterward. Behind the curtain, she nurtured others. She mentored young singers, including Charles Aznavour and Yves Montand, helping launch their careers. Used earnings to support friends, family, and struggling artists. Advocated for social causes, though her own battles often overshadowed her philanthropy. Later years were marked by decline and defiance. Chronic health issues forced her to cancel tours, but she returned to the stage repeatedly, driven by a need to sing. Her final performance at l'Olympia in 1962 was a triumphant farewell, though she continued recording. On October 10, 1963, she died at age 47 in her Paris home, leaving behind a legacy that transcended music. Posthumous influence remains profound. La Vie en Rose 1945 became her signature song, covered by hundreds of artists and featured in films like Casablanca and Emily. Biopics, including La Mimi 2007, brought her story to new generations. Her image, black dress, red lipstick, eyes filled with sorrow and fire, remains synonymous with French chanson. Streets, schools, and squares across France bear her name. Today, Édith Piaf is more than a singer, she is a myth. Her life story reminds us that beauty often emerges from brokenness, that vulnerability can be a form of strength, and that a single voice, when poured honestly from the depths of experience, can echo across decades. She didn't just sing songs, she gave voice to the pain, passion, and resilience of a nation and, in doing so, became immortal. Her final words, reportedly, were "I fini, am done." But for the world, Édith Piaf's song continues, a timeless testament to the power of a soul laid bare.